piece of cake. Right? It's like, I know.
There's a big difference?
Yeah.
Really?
Tanner, do you have to get your stuff in more than one state? Okay,
You're good.
all right.
Well, I'm not old yet.
Nick says we're up and running, guys. We'll get started. Sorry for the delay. Technology. Oh, turn this on. It's on. There we go. Lots of birthdays this week, guys. So, well, and as you can see, this is for longer than a week, right? So happy birthday to Aaron Clark, celebrating on the 24th, which is today. Yes, happy birthday, Aaron. Vicky Hicklin will be celebrating on the 2nd. Oksana will be celebrating on the 3rd. Rebecca Kane on the 5th of September. Brianne Miller on the 7th. Andy Cogan on the 9th. And then Lucilla on the 10th. And Elizabeth Mack on the 13th. So we've got a number of these on here, guys, just because we won't have a team meeting before then is why I'm thinking Kendall did this. It's my best guess, guys. Leveraging slides. Okay, bucket fills. Does anyone have any bucket fills that they would like to share today?
I'll share one. We finally got a closing with Michael Walker with the How team and Kevin and Tiffany, and it was a team effort. We got it closed on Friday. Woo woo!
Woo woo!
Thank you for
Tiffany's wiping it like it's relief back there. Great job, Tiffany.
it was good.
Excellent.
Since Randy's here, I will thank Randy for always answering my phone calls
Yay.
and sending me documents like, okay, you're gonna need this, I'm gonna send you this bill of sale.
I have my
Thank you,
broker
Randy.
toolbox, I've got everything.
Thank you, Randy, I appreciate it.
You bet.
Nice. I have a feeling do you wear a tool belt too when you're not at the office where you're just
Only when
like,
I have my
okay, hold
key.
on. Your key,
Only
okay.
when I have my key, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I have two. One is a bucket fill for a beautiful bride that got married this weekend. So wanted to say, Adrienne, the photos of your wedding look absolutely amazing. I've talked to some folks that were there and said it was beautiful. So congratulations. I am so glad it went well and you looked absolutely beautiful. Also, congratulations to you for hiring a photographer that turns around photos like this. That was amazing.
Do I need to change my contacts then?
Right? Yeah, she changed it on Facebook. I think it's official. I have not heard straight from them, but I mean,
With the real estate commission.
oh, I don't. I also want to thank everybody, all of the unpaid models that came in on Friday. I appreciate you guys so very much. We did a photo shoot. We had a photographer and a videographer here on Friday from noon to 4. And many of you came in and endured me barking orders and being super nervous and putting you in awkward scenes and then saying, okay, just pretend you're talking. And like lots of high fives, lots of handshakes. I very much so grateful.
It was fun seeing you in action, like,
Right? Hey, I can't even tell you that like, and people being like, who is this Elizabeth that's just like, and it was like, you know, maybe I need to be that Elizabeth a little bit more. So yeah, thank you. I can't wait to share images with you. Also, thank you for loading up the different things and helping me take some of the staging out of here. I very much so appreciate it. All right, Tanner got some new headshots too, guys. So super excited to share with you some marketing material that you can use
For letting us use your office. You guys
to
didn't know you
promote
did.
this, guys.
But we did use your office for
Nice.
photo shoot. Hey guys, I don't have a lot today. A couple just quick things. One, I just on the way here got 2 words of these. Fannie Mae, which is for you guys that don't know, when you do a loan, you have to get through 2 underwriting systems. You have to go through Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, and then the manual underwrite with someone that's on with our staff. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are government sponsored agencies that buy the loans after they're purchased. So long story short, Fannie Mae, starting in September, is starting to include rent history in approving loans for the first time. So what that means is you have proof of a year of or more of rent history for on your bank statements, or if you have a proof of rent history through canceled checks or deposits, they will take that into consideration. So people that were on the line before, if they could prove that, it may help them get approved. It won't really help much before that, but starting September 1st, it could help those people that are on the line or ordered get approvable. So it could help first time home buyers or someone that's right on the line. So that's good to know. And then we just launched a physician loans program. They all kind of got taken away during COVID, a lot of them. did, where it's now we got 0% financing back for physicians, up to $750,000, which is big. And there's thing about physician loans is there's no PMI or mortgage insurance on them. And so if you have someone that's a physician, it could be a good tool for them. So yeah, that's two things I kind of learned literally on the way here. And then, yeah, so I just want to share real quick.
Video.
Yeah, it's a video. I'll click on it a second. Or Nick will, because he's more important.
That's all
Oh.
right.
Do you already click on it?
I'll click on it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, anyways, this is a video. I did teaching last week of different technologies that Fairway has. A lot of newer agents were there. This is one that's kind of for established agents it's called HomeBot. Ashley and Emily's team actually has this. I talked to them yesterday about it. They already have it. But what it is it's a CRM for you guys. It's super that basically each month it sends out different information on home values, different information on just literally everything about your home. If you Airbnb'd your home, if you refinanced, all the value of your home. And the thing about it is 90% of the people actually open it compared to like automated CRMs that no one actually opens at all because it's cool information. So a quick little video on it. If you guys are interested, you get 25 people if you want to try it out for free. Just let me know. You get 25 people you can add to it. And if you add all your database of 200 to 300, 400, whatever it is, it's like only $25 a month for you guys. And so it's a super cheap CRM that actually gets opened, that has your face over it. And yeah, so I just thought I'd share it with you guys. If any of you guys are interested, we do have it and offer it. So if any of you guys that have a database that are trying to figure out next year, it's already almost fourth quarter, which is crazy. What you want to do is maybe something for you.
You are a real estate agent, and you know that staying connected to your past clients is the key to generating new listings and referrals. But how can you compete with the marketing of large portal sites that want to sell your client as a lead to the highest bidder? Introducing HomeBot, a personalized online platform that helps homeowners make educated home wealth decisions, all while positioning you, the real estate agent, top of mind month over month. HomeBot automatically sends your past clients an easy-to-read monthly digest that helps them track their current home value, understand their equity position, calculate their trade-up potential, and much, much more. Once you've uploaded your contacts, HomeBot runs on autopilot, pulling its information from a variety of top data sources and creating a customized digest each month based on your client's specific situation. And while other automated home value portals can take business from you, turning your client into a lead for your competitors, HomeBot makes automated home values work for you, positioning you as the expert and empowering you and your clients to challenge their home value at the right time, leading to a consistent flow of inbound CMA requests that go straight to you. And the best part is, it's not just for past clients. You can use HomeBot to capture new leads and even use it to farm your favorite neighborhoods. Your relationships matter, and that's why each and every HomeBot digest places you front and center, even giving you the ability to be co-sponsored by your favorite lender. Put your relationship building on autopilot with HomeBot, helping homeowners maximize their wealth.
Yeah, but anyways, it's a super easy CRM. If anyone's interested, let me know. We use it. Any clients that we would do together would be put on it. But if you guys have databases that you want to enter into it, just let me know and we'll get you set up on it. So that's all I got.
Thank you, Tanner.
Absolutely.
Also, we got Tanner to do the post this last week. That was like, I was like, I need one person to do this post. Like, yes, and he did it. Thank you for always being willing. Also, bucket fill for Tanner. Thank you for picking up the artwork from Target to replace the artwork I left in the entryway. I looked it up yesterday and I'm like, I have to drive like 6 miles to get this. Like, I can't do this. And he was like, okay, it's right by my house. I'll grab it. So thank you. Team player. All right, Miss Courtney, would you like to come up and chat?
Sure. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yes, I have a slide on here. I don't know if that's with Todd?
It is. We are going to tune into Todd. Hi, everyone. Courtney Anderson. I sit in the office over here in the corner. If you have not met me, come by and say hello. Teresa Denton just joined our office a couple weeks ago as well. So she is a survivor hanging in there and loving it. But we've had a lot of new agents come through this office, and you guys are getting business, and we're working through contracts and title work. And so I thought we could tune into Todd this week. We're gonna run through contracts investing, and then we're gonna run through title work as well. Just kind of a quick overview. And I'm gonna let Todd take over.
Do you have
Are
me?
you there, Todd?
Am I here?
You are, yeah, we hear you. Very briefly, faintly hear you, I guess I should say.
Should be louder now.
Okay,
Now better?
yes, we're good.
Okay. You guys about some of the issues that we're seeing with the contracts and title vesting. One of the big issues you guys can help us with quite a bit, and it helps you out as well. We're seeing a lot of buyers come in, and the names that they put on the contract are the names that they always go by. And it's something to the effect of Bill and Liz put their name on the contract to buy the house. The problem is when Bill and Liz go to their lender, they go apply for their loan as William and Elizabeth, and that creates a problem when it gets down to the closing. We're going to put the title vesting on the new deed the way the names are on the contract. And the contract right now reads Bill and Liz, and then the mortgage comes through and it's William and Elizabeth, and then we have to start doing AKAs, and it creates a whole bunch of problems, not only on the closing documents, but ultimately it will end up affecting the way that they're vested, the way that their tax bills come in some cases it has negatively impacted their credit, which I guess I don't really understand how, but I've gotten some reports from some lenders that having those AKAs out there has been kind of a negative ding on their credit report. It's very beneficial when you're talking to your prospective buyer just to kind of go through that with them and say, hey, you need to take title the same way that you're going to apply for your loan, the way that you're going to apply for your credit. If they want to be in title a different way, or they're getting married next month or something like that, that can be easily remedied later with a quitclaim deed. We can put the new married name on title, or we can fix any of those issues. But the best way to have it up front is just to make sure that that contract name matches the name that they're going to be establishing their credit by. The other thing that we're running into a lot right now on the contract is the sellers. If you are talking to your seller and they inherited the property from grandma last month and they're going to sell it now, that should be a major red flag. We need to start looking into, did they really inherit it properly from grandma last month, or grandma died and they know that they're in grandma's will? There's a big difference. If they actually did get the property from grandma, either by deed transfer or by something like a transfer on death deed or a beneficiary deed, that's great. We're not going to have any issues. We'll record that death certificate and we'll be on our merry way. If grandma died last month and they are just in the will, we're going to have to open the probate proceeding. We're going to have to get the orders of the court. We're going to have to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. And with COVID right now, some of those proceedings, instead of taking 3-4 months, are taking 9 to 12 months. So we really want to know that up front. The other thing that is very beneficial for everybody to understand, especially the sellers and especially you as an agent assisting the seller, is we're seeing a lot of COVID divorces now. And the COVID divorces are the couples that have spent over a year locked in a home together, and they're no longer getting along very well, and so they're getting divorced and they're selling their house and so on and so forth. It does not really matter to us that they're getting divorced, but it's good information to know up front. The divorce doesn't really impact the sale. If the divorce has not happened prior to the sale, it's really no issue. They just both sign off on the deed and they split the proceeds as part of the divorce. If they've gotten divorced prior to the sale, same deal. We have them both sign off on the deed. We split the proceeds according to the decree of divorce. Divorces and some of the other court judgments, it is a worthwhile question that a lot of agents don't really want to ask, because it seems like you're getting into somebody's business. You know, are you in the middle of a divorce? Are you in the middle of a court case? Are there any tax liens out there? I'm going to find them. I'm going to see that they're getting divorced. I don't really care so much, is we just need to be able to deal with it. If they've got a tax lien that they know has been filed, especially with COVID right now, dealing with the IRS, it used to be bad enough. It used to take, you know, a month to get a payoff from the IRS. Now it can take 3 months to get a payoff from the IRS. So the earlier we know one of those issues might be out there, the earlier we can start working on it and get everything in place prior to closing. That kind of segues into the next thing that Courtney asked me to go over, and that's the commitment. Probably 99.9% of sellers and buyers receive the copy of their commitment, and that's the last time they ever hear about it. It's in their email somewhere, or it's a piece of paper that gets put in the file with all the other pieces of paper that they're never ever going to look at again. Unfortunately, that is one of the things that all too many agents also do. The commitment fills a check mark. Yep, I've got the commitment, I'm done. Read the commitment. There's a couple of things that you can help me, help you, help your clients. A couple of things on the commitment. The very first page of the commitment, Schedule A, has some very important information. It has the address of the property. Make sure that we've got the address right, that we're, you know, if your people are selling one of their duplexes, that we've got the right duplex. If they're selling one unit of their condo, that we've got the right unit of the condo. Make sure that we've got your buyers' names correct. That, you know, you initially had the contract with Bill and Liz, and they've realized, okay, we're applying for a loan now, we're going to be William and Elizabeth. Make sure that that contract amendment gets to us. It also shows on there the proposed lender. We may show them going to ABC Lending, and you realize that they're now going with Fairway Mortgage. Make sure that we get that information. That's an easy enough fix for us to make. But if we don't have the latest contract amendment, we're behind. Make sure all of that information is correct. If you're dealing with a seller that may be inherited from grandma, and Schedule A of the commitment is showing grandma still in title, subject to a whole bunch of requirements on the next page, you need to look at those requirements and start letting your client know what they are, because some of those might be some things that take a few minutes to get put in place. So if we're still showing grandma in title and you're dealing with grandson that thinks that he's inherited the property, we're showing grandma in title, find out what those requirements are. The second page of the commitment.
Todd, I apologize, but is it possible for us? I'd love to see if we couldn't get you on the calendar in September and come back and do a training for us on this, or if we could continue this. Just, I know we've got Randy here today to talk. We've got a couple of-
Absolutely, that's not a problem.
Sorry. If that's okay, I think very helpful to point out, especially with the lender changing, because I imagine that if the lender changes, is that gonna affect our title commitment if we have the wrong lender on there?
Yep.
Yep, okay, so very good point. I mean, that happens, right? Where something doesn't work and Tanner steps in and saves the day and it's now through Fairway Mortgage. A good point that that's definitely another time that we all need to make sure that we're going back and rechecking that title commitment. Todd, very much so appreciate you. Sorry to cut you short today. Very, very, very
That's okay.
helpful. Thank you, Todd.
Mhm.
Okay. Heartland Partners, do we have any? No one's on today. If you've got homeowners insurance or auto insurance and you'd like to send them through to our partners at Heartland, that would be great. Okay, I wanted to take a brief moment to talk about home warranties. I know we've got veterans in the room who have worked in this business for many, many years and have dealt with home warranties. And I think that it's a good thing to just chat about how we're presenting those to our clients, right? And it's an important thing that we do and present, but so let's just kind of walk through home warranties just a little bit. And this is something that I'm going to provide a couple examples. Probably don't need any examples from the crowd, but okay. But note that home warranties are not get out of free jail cards for your clients. Okay, so them getting a home warranty doesn't mean that that dishwasher is automatically getting replaced, right? And it's not, well, this looks kind of like it's not working so hot, let's just pop a home warranty on it. And if it goes out in the first 12 months, you're covered, kind of a thing. The home warranty company, when you are working with one, they get to choose what contractors come out. And they decide whether or not something's going to be repaired, replaced, or if it doesn't qualify for coverage. So the contractor that they send out, it's not like you get to pick, I mean, it could be Billy Bob's, home repair, or it could be, they've got list of really reputable contractors, but you don't, as a client, most of the time get a choice in who gets to come out if you've got a home warranty. Just make sure that's clear to your clients. In case they're like, no, we have always worked with this plumbing company. We want this plumbing company to come out. Make sure that's a clear expectation when it comes to a home warranty. There are caps for coverage on different home warranty companies and different components within that home warranty. So again, it's not a get out of free jail card. There is a cap, whether it be $1,500 for a HVAC system or $1,000 for a hot water heater. There are caps for each one of those things. And it's important that your clients are reading through those. Okay, so does that make, I think that if you don't understand the concept of, and it's not something you've taken time, or you've not been in a situation, sometimes it's not always clear. Okay, so let's go through a little bit of an example. And this is often, NII is a coaching opportunity in how I would explain it to my clients, because it's important as an agent that you present a home warranty. The last thing you want to do is have your client move into a house. You didn't give them the option of getting a home warranty, and something goes wrong and they say the dishwasher goes out and they go to work and someone says, why didn't you get a home warranty? Your agent didn't recommend a home warranty. And now your client's calling you and are angry with you because they're going, wait a minute, my coworker at work said they got a new dishwasher replaced, no big deal with their home warranty. You didn't offer me a home warranty and now I'm having to spend X amount of dollars to get one, right? So there's a lot of coverage and such. But let's do an example. I want to make sure everybody's clear. Buyer gets a home warranty, $500. 3 months after moving in, the hot water heater stops working. They call the home warranty company and there's a trade call. So each time you have the home warranty come out, there is a trade call. It is defined in the home warranty that you purchased or that your client gets purchased for them or that they purchase, right? And that's why on our contracts, it says up to 500 with a trade call up to X amount per trade call. So we're paying $75 to have that contractor come out for the trade call. The plumber comes out that the warranty company suggests, and they say, okay, the water heater does need to be replaced. And it is something we're covering under the home warranty. That water heater install is going to be $1,400. And so at that point, the homeowner, the cap on the home warranty that they selected, and remember, notice I'm saying they selected, not you told them to get, is a cap of $1,000 when it comes to that water heater. So the buyer is going to need to pay the additional $400. Okay, because there's a cap on the hot water heater coverage. So no, the buyer paid $500 for the warranty. And some of you might be looking at me like, but no, the seller paid for that. Well, would the seller have sold the house for $500 less without the home warranty? Possibly, maybe, right? They also paid $75 for the trade call. And then they paid $400 for the overage on the hot water heater, okay? So in total, they paid $975 so far in this warranty policy, right? Does that make sense, guys? Sometimes I would use this example to walk through to make sure my clients were 100% clear on how the home warranty process worked and let them make a decision. Okay, I would also say there's many positives in home warranties, right? There's times too where some people like the easy button, but they got a home warranty. I mean, that's a benefit of a home warranty. It's an easy button. They don't have to worry about calling 16 plumbers to come out and try to look at their hot water heater, and they have no hot water and they haven't taken a hot shower in 2 days. Right? To some of them, it's a value to pick up the phone and call the warranty company. And that is valuable. Note that as an agent, we are responsible to present to them and explain to them how the process works. So it's crystal clear before they get the home warranty, before they close on the house, when they're in the inspection period, if there's things that are coming up on the house and they're concerned about, right? And if you've got an inspector that's saying, don't worry about it, just put a home warranty on it. That's when you speak up at the inspection and say, hold on. We'll talk about home warranties. We'll talk about home warranties. And taking the time to explain the process so that they understand, just as I said, you don't get to pick the contractor. They can come out and approve, repair, replace, or deny. Also, I often would say, if they said, yes, I want a home warranty, Elizabeth, cool. And if I'm trying to write up a contract quickly, TBD goes in that field, which I know Randy is a big fan of TBD on contracts, but TBD went in the field for home warranties, right? And Randy is shaking his head at me. And yet, if it was a way that I could then give my clients an opportunity to review the different policies and we went under contract, all for it, right? But at that point, I gave them the different brochures and said, here are the different brochures for you to review. Please make a choice on how you want to move forward. Let me know if you have any questions I can help answer. Okay, first of all, I don't like to read. I think you guys know that a lot about me, right? Like, I don't like to read the fine print. I don't like to make decisions for my clients. So it was on them when I sent them the different policies to choose what level of policy they wanted, for them to review what those caps are on the different items. And they got to make a choice. And do you know how many times, and I sent them the digital versions. You can download every single one of them from all the different companies. And every single time they come back and say, I want to go with said company with this level. I know in the contract, we asked the sellers to pay up to $500. We want to pay the difference of the additional $150 so we can get the premium one, or whatever that might be. So if you're handling home warranties differently, I would suggest that you take time to consider maybe slowing down and communicating with your clients. And as everything there is in our contracts, guys, it's our clients' decisions, how they want to move forward. You give them the information, you let them make the decision on how they want to move forward. All right. One other thing to state on this. I stood at a inspection yesterday. The inspector said, I have no idea why they would put 2 sump pumps in the northwest corner of this house right next to each other. This doesn't make sense. Why the heck would anyone do this like that? Okay, it doesn't make sense. Well, fortunately, the listing agent popped in for the summary portion and we kind of talked about it. She goes, oh, no. The warranty company came out and took care of all of that. They did that, look. And he opens up the receipt from the warranty company. I'm not saying all of them. And yet, unfortunately, this warranty company had charged the homeowner $3,000 to put in a sump pump next to an already existent sump pump. But the inspector is saying this wasn't necessary. Not saying all home warranty companies, guys, and it's not just a home warranty company. It's when whatever big box, whatever plumbing company comes out and is going to scope your client's sewer line for free for $99. Be careful and always remember to tell your clients, if something doesn't feel right, or if you want me to look at a bid or go over something or connect you back with the inspector that did your home inspection to make sure that this makes sense, reach out to me. I've had it happen with big box, whatever, that came out to good friends of mine to do that sewer scan. And all of a sudden they found all kinds of extra work that needed to be done that didn't need to be done. And unfortunately for this homeowner, that happened with the sump pump, where they paid $3,000 for a sump pump that they didn't need to pay $3,000 for. They could have just hooked up the one that was, like, made adjustments to the one that was there. But that's part of how those things work. So again, anytime your client says, I'm calling, you know, such and such plumbing company because we're in a panic and this is going on, say, I'm more than happy to review any of that with you and give you my thoughts. Okay, numbers, Nick.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. So far for this month, we've had 59 closings. We are coming up on the end of the month. There are still quite a bit projected. As you see, there's 44. So this is kind of a friendly reminder. If you have any closings that you haven't put in for a DA request, please put that in as soon as possible. And I would love to get those numbers updated. Last year, we had 103 units closed in the month of August. This year, we're on pace to tie that for closed units, and we're on pace to beat out last year's closed volume by at least 3 million. Also, another friendly reminder, you will be getting contact from either myself or Kendall since it's nearing the end of the month. We're just going to be reaching out, kind of making sure if anything is expected to close, is going to still close, or if it's pushed to next month. Please, if you can, just get right back to us on that so we can kind of update our projections, okay?
Excellent, excellent. No, it's going to be amazing, guys. If we can match where we were last year, given that last year's market kind of pushed back, and this year we're in a more traditional market. And I've heard so many of you saying, gosh, it's been kind of quiet, which is normal. That would be amazing. So we are continuing to track and look forward to celebrating August success. All right, Mega Camp kicked off yesterday, guys. Mega Camp has been a journey this year because it was going to be something that was in person and a digital experience. And then unfortunately, the last minute's all digital. So we are going to be broadcasting the Mega Agent General Session here in the training room starting at 10 a.m. And that'll run 10 to 1 p.m. Gary Keller is going to sit down with a number of mega agents on panels and discuss what it is that they're doing that's helping them be successful. Guys, over the years, it's been incredibly helpful to listen in on these panels. There's so many things that you can then take and adjust in your own business and make changes to what you're doing and really grow your business. May not do exactly how they do, but to hear what they're doing and kind of make it your own is very helpful. They also have breakouts. So if you've got a Mega Camp ticket, your breakouts will be 1:20 to 2:05 and then 2:15 to 3 p.m. today. If you have not registered yet, everything with Mega Camp will be available for 60 days after Mega Camp. So you're still welcome to sign on. I know last year that was really helpful for a number of us to go through and continue to watch. All right, brand identity. You guys want to talk about brand identity? This is a conversation I've been having with agents that are new, agents that are not new, and kind of talking about, hey, where should I put my focus? The other day I got asked in a sitting down with an agent considering, just about done getting in the business with passing the exam and such. And he asked me about what our dress code was. He's like, what's your dress code? And I was like, well, there isn't one really. I mean, nothing that's scandalous. Something that's going to be appropriate, right, to show up. But I don't think any of us, right, we can't say you can't wear your loungewear in here. Some of you wear loungewear really well, and it looks better than some of us that try to wear business casual, right? So it was kind of an interesting, and it's a conversation I've been having with $50 million producers and with producers that have been in the business for 2 months. So what is it? Brand identity often is identified as a color scheme. You're going, why do I need a color scheme? Is it that I'm going to wear black every day? No. But a color scheme may very well be what you're incorporating in your logo, what you're incorporating in your email signature, right? And any of the design elements that you have when you put out a flyer. Messaging. So brand identity could also be messaging, right? And how you're putting out, like what style and how you're communicating to folks can very much so be a part of your brand identity. And what I mean by that, I'm getting some like questionable like looks, right? So there's some people that may very well be I'm excited. The printer is getting fixed. So I thought at first somebody was grinding coffee and I'm like, we got a coffee grinder? Did we get a latte machine? I was like so excited. I was like up here trying to still talk and communicate. But okay. And then your overall image is another part of your brand identity. And some of that in that conversation came up when he said about what about dress code? And I said, for some agents, their overall image and how they present themselves is a part of their brand identity. You know, for some people, they're going to show up in a suit because that is a part of what they're presenting as their brand identity. Now, are they going to come sometimes in a nice t-shirt and smart jeans? Sure, kind of a thing, right? There's other people that have a very hip, cool, trendy style, and that's a part of their brand identity, right? And that's who they're wanting to appeal to. Okay, so why is this important? I would say that it's important for you to take consideration if you haven't taken the time to develop a color scheme, to put together a logo, to decide what is that image, that brand identity you want people to relate to or think of when they think of you and they think of real estate. Take the time to do it. It's important because it's recognition of your brand. So it's when other people see something come in the mail, they're like, oh, this is from Zach. Okay, this is Zach, the realtor, right? Another reason, it shows a level of professionalism. And I don't know about you, but early on in the business, it was something that, I really strived to define that might be a realtor and you might think that's kind of a joke. And then I'm a salesperson and this isn't real career or real field, but having a brand identity, having that logo, having that consistent color scheme that my email signature ties in with the letterhead of the letter I sent them with the value of their home, or my listing presentation all comes together, shows a level of professionalism and that I've got my stuff put together and you should trust me with one of your biggest assets. It also sets expectations. So if you've got a really tight brand identity and they see that in the marketing that you're mailing to their house or the emails that you're sending or the social media messaging that you're putting out, it sets an expectation that when you come to their house and then you have a listing presentation, right? It sets an expectation of a level of service you're going to provide them. And it gives them an idea of what to expect when you're going to show up at your house, because you're put together out there, you show up with a nice, well put together in the same brand identity kind of feel. It gives them comfort to say, no, I know she might be new, but like, I think we should go with Elizabeth. I think she knows what she's doing. Like, she seems to have her stuff put together. Or I know she's kind of a hot mess right now in many ways, or she's kind of talks a lot, honey, but like, I really think we should trust Elizabeth. I know she talks a lot, but I really think we should trust Elizabeth because it set expectations in many ways, right? All of them have happened to me. I know, whether into my face or not, but okay. And the other piece is, what messaging are you sending, right? So if we don't have these things in place, are we sending a message of, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants over here, and I'm not necessarily really put together on what I'm doing? And then finally, who are you attracting? So some of this too is, we're trying to attract certain business and people that are of like, right? Those are the best to work with. I'm sure any and every one of you would help take any listing from anyone of any type, right? Because we like business. And yet, if you've got a brand identity that's strong, you're going to be attracting people, the type of people that you want to attract more so, right? Okay, we're going to go through all of them again because that's how this works. Thought being, when you think of Quick Trip, what do you, there's things you think of because of that brand identity, right? Corn dogs. I mean, convenience, right? Fast in and out. Like, I'm blown away by that company and their brand that they've created, that anywhere I go, I know I can get in and out and they're going to be respectful, kind, fast, right? Prada is another thing. You better believe, like, I see someone with Prada, there's an expectation of the quality of that bag or that right, and level of stuff. Target, I don't know if you guys are old enough, some of you, when Target came on the scene, man, like, remember when it was just Walmart? And then Target came along, and now we're at Target. I remember when that came out, I was like, oh, Target, right? And now it's something that they've developed, a brand that people drive to, will drive to and will go to over another competitor. because of the level of expectation of service, the level of quality of what's there. You guys can think of plenty of other, it's no different with real estate businesses. All right, I'm gonna hop off the soapbox. So, and your brand identity, just remember it's design, it's your advertising, it's strategy, and who and what you're going after and what kind of business you're trying to develop. It's the identity that you've got for your business and what people think of when they think of you and when they see you. Your logo incorporates your marketing. It drives trust and value. I can't speak enough about the time and money that you'll invest in developing these things, how quickly and helpful it is in getting people to trust you and see your value. All right, now I can get off. Oh, we need to get your new headshot on here.
Randy in person?
I know. It's
I
awesome.
know,
What?
right?
Randy in
Wow,
person,
Randy in person, it's gonna be a new show or something.
right? Here, I have this.
Hey,
for you.
it's really nice to be here today. Normally my day consists of doing a team meeting in Overland Park, going on this one virtually, and then driving to the Northland. So that's how I'm able to take care of 1,100 of you. So just an intimate party of 1,100 for seating. So want to talk today a couple quick items. Home warranty. One thing that Elizabeth mentioned. First of all, it's a great benefit for your client. You know, again, they get to make the choice ultimately, but that's just an added layer of protection for them. It's not meant to cover, and no warranty company, I don't care what rep tells you something. If you see their lips move, they're lying, okay? But none of them covers known pre-existing conditions, period, okay? Which goes to Elizabeth's point where, you know, hey, it's not a get out of jail free card, okay? If it's not working, it's not covered, okay? It has to happen afterwards. And also in the home inspections, if they suggest that you have a licensed HVAC contractor evaluate it, that's exactly what you need to do, because if it's not done, they won't cover it, okay? Because again, they knew there was something that needed to be done. And I have a whole paragraph that I give out during my buyer due diligence inspections and writing resolutions class. I have lots of different things that I give you so that you can make sure your clients are covered on that. So just the quick note on that. The other thing is, you know, the market is shifting. I've been talking about this for 2 months. Finally, Inman and everybody else caught up with, you know, what I was saying for a long time. You have the market statistics, okay? Why should you use these rather than KCRERs? Because these represent resale homes and the data is not skewed, okay? New homes don't accumulate days on market, do they? When's the last time you saw a new home sell for the list price? They never do. People do upgrades and everything else to that. So that's what skews the data there. And of course, they always sell over 100%. Not that our whole market hasn't been like that, but again, we're just adding inventory. The demand is still there. Interest rates are still low. You can still capitalize. But the good news is we've moved from insanity to just crazy. All right. The insanity was you're having to wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning to set showing appointments, right? That's over, thankfully. And so again, take advantage of the fact that more inventory is coming on. You can help your buyers actually do the way we used to, you know, where we actually did inspections, we worked through resolutions, we didn't waive appraisals. That's the insanity. And for the most part, that's gone. So again, do your fiduciary duty for your clients. In this last week, I kid you not, and I can't make this stuff up. I had met with a family, the couple and their teenage son, and they talked about the arachnid. That was my word, actually. I thought that was kind of cool because I said, wow, it's not every day you get to use arachnid in a sentence, but they had an infestation of brown recluse spiders. And I asked them, so my understanding is that you did not do inspections, no home inspection, you didn't do a pest control inspection. No, we didn't. We trusted the seller. And I said, well, my motto is trust but verify. And I also said I couldn't recommend to a friend or family member for them to purchase a car without taking it to the mechanic. So I can't even fathom doing that. Now I get it, it's their choice, but our job is give them the facts, the probable outcomes so that they can make an informed decision. So I met with that couple. And then I also met with another couple who didn't do a sewer line inspection. It was a 4-year-old home. What could go wrong? Well, what could go wrong is that the owner flushed baby wipes down there for 4 years. And now it's clogged underneath the street and it's a $20,000 repair. So take care of our clients by doing the right thing or making sure that they absolutely have all the information they need to make that informed decision. And then want to talk about, all I do is click.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that is so cool. So I was very fortunate to, well, the way it started was I heard from a number of my agents, hey, we attended this great training over at KCRER. And I said, wow. So I registered for the class, right? I mean, I hear from enough agents that it's a great class and I'm going to go. And afterwards, I introduced myself to her. Her name is Carrie Winters. And I told her, hey, I happen to be the broker for 3 market centers. And would you like to come on my show, Beverage with the Broker, that I do every Friday from 3 to 4? So you can just hop on Zoom. Obviously, you can watch it afterwards on Facebook. But she talked about something that is really important because I've got about 3 lawsuits going on having to do with condos. Everybody knows what happened in Florida, right? So do you think there's going to be more scrutiny on buildings or less? So condo resale certificates, she has this whole checklist of the things that you really need to be asking. Now, even when we're talking about regular homes, if we're the listing agent, we should be posting the HOA covenants and restrictions. And that's the wonderful thing about Platinum is Platinum will run those for you. So you literally can have them pull this is online. Elizabeth put this on the Facebook folder already. Like I would doubt her efficiency. Yes.
I have a friend that is a real estate agent in Florida, and right after that happened in Florida, she actually had a contract fall through because the buyer's agent did not do any of that. He did not get the buyer approved by the HOA. He did not do his job. He didn't do his job by
Due diligence,
Yeah.
sure, absolutely.
And at the day at closing table, they were missing their HOA documents.
Yeah. So just on regular, forget the condos for a second. If you're a listing agent, you should go to Platinum when you list the property. They'll pull all the covenants and restrictions. Those should go right in the supplements. You should be checking to make sure that, hey, there's an initiation fee or a transfer fee, because most sellers miss that because they're the original one. They never paid it. They don't know about it. So again, she's agreed to come into each one of my market centers and do the CE course. It's CE credit too, bonus. So I'm going to schedule her here. I'm going to schedule her in Overland Park. I'm going to schedule her in the Northland. You guys can go any place that I'm doing training. I do trainings every Wednesday from 1 to 3. Yes, they're broadcast on Facebook, but if you say something you want to go to OP, go to Northland. You're welcome. My whole goal in doing this was to lose my mind. No, it was not to lose my mind. It was to create a sense of community. Okay, we're all Keller Williams. We're a family. And again, last week, as a matter of fact, on Beverage with the Broker, I had Ed Stroud. Anybody ever heard of him? Great, one person in the back. He does the 20 million plus mastermind. He's a millionaire real estate agent, but he's much more than that. He bought his first home at 13. Okay. listen, you can go back and listen to it. He now owns over 200 homes, couple hundred self-storage units, commercial buildings, and he represents 16% of the market share in St. Joseph, his team. Plus, he has an expansion team. He's like an empire builder. He owns an insurance company. He owns, you name it, he owns it. And so he talked about that during my interview. The week before on Beverage with the Broker, I had Pam Hendricks, who's here, has heard of Pam Hendricks. Another millionaire real estate agent who started and stumbled and fell and came back. So since she got licensed in 2005, for the first time last year, millionaire real estate agent. Her goal now is to net $1 million. Success leaves clues. Listen to these. I'd listen to both of them. They are absolutely inspiring. You know, it's just, you know, this has been done before. Keller Williams is all about systems and models. These people, I mean, I started with Reese Nichols. I was one of Jerry's kids, as I like to say. So, you know, I came over here for the culture, the fact that agents actually share. Both of them shared, they share exactly what they're doing. So check that out, 3 to 4. It's an open forum normally. If I'm not doing an interview, bring your questions. I talk about the market, talk about, we had an episode with this, but again, this class definitely get there because the lawsuits that are out there right now, one guy moved in and now he has a special assessment he didn't know about from between $55,000 and $69,000. All these buildings, what is it? Western Auto, that building has that special assessment. One Park Plaza, they have things going on. So you've got to do the research here to protect your client. Am I good?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, last item.
That's what you had on the piece of paper.
TBD, the only place, and I don't even really want to see it there. Do your due diligence. TBD does not exist in real estate. Seriously, ask any attorney. There's no such thing. But on the home warranty would be the one place I would let it slide.
The only place.
But do it up front. Just go, hey, here are the ones. And most times they're going to trust whatever your recommendation is. And so anyway, there you have it.
I promise it's the only place I ever put TBD on a contract.
And by the way, also, don't ever apologize for calling me. Okay? I know you're so busy. Look, I made a choice too. I made an informed decision. This is what I love doing. This is, I mean, but however, I don't want to spend time on the real estate commission, okay? I want to spend time developing new tools for you. I'm working on a seller's disclosure guide that you can give to your clients. They don't know the age of their HVAC. Click on the link, put in the serial number, the name, boom, they'll know exactly how old it is. So I'm working on that right now, but I get distracted by this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, guys, if you're looking for that Missouri condo resale certificate, it is under 2021 KCR or other state national forms.
Right there.
Right there. It looks like this. Okay, a lot of times too, you're gonna fill that out before going on the market.
So that piece right there, the person that's ultimately responsible for that is the condominium, the condo association.
So complete it.
Yeah, and Missouri statute says that too.
Okay, and note that there's turnaround time on these guys when you list a condo. You pay more if you want it faster. So if you wait and you're getting ready to I would recommend looking at what those costs are and how they change. If you're okay with getting it back within 10 business days or 7 business days, the cost is one thing. If you need it within 48 hours, the cost is much greater. And I would say sometimes, even if it says it's going to be 7 business days, sometimes you get it quicker, but note that there is a time frame and the cost goes up if you need it faster. Second page of it looks a little bit like this. This is more of that checklist, which I will upload to Facebook or Kendall will, because, yeah.
Sorry, the one last benefit of your having that home warranty is if you're using board forms, which of course you do, you have a home warranty, there's a home inspection, and there's a seller's disclosure. Guess what your deductible is on E&O, a big fat zero. So that's the other benefit of having that home warranty.
Yes. Okay, productivity coaches, do you guys have, I know we have one thing to celebrate today. Because I peeked. Okay, we have a first listing, Tanner Swisher. Congratulations, first listing. I think this is a record for the market. Congratulations, Tanner. Yeah. I think he's winning the Tanner game.
Good job. Good job, Tanner Swisher.
Excellent. Okay, I wanted to remind you all too, I think some of us may be waning or have kind of gone away from including our COVID-19 addendum because things got a little bit better for a little bit there. I would recommend that to remind you that that would be a good thing to be including on our contracts. The Delta variant is very strong in the community, and we have had transactions that have been affected by people that got COVID and then we're unable to perform. So just a reminder to include those on contracts. I am, for sake of time, I want to make sure that we can get into, it's okay, no, it was everybody. Okay, so just close your eyes. I'm gonna go really fast through this. We're gonna go, this is a sneak peek for next time we have a team meeting. And we'll go over it, okay? It's a growth model that I think is really powerful, but I want to make sure I can spend some time and go through that at a high level with you. So it looks like this, again, it's just a little teaser. See you next time. Training, so we have Mega Camp running all this week. We also have our practice course that'll be virtual this week for anyone that was in class. Danny is heading that up. Contracts with Randy is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Facebook Live, no, just no, because of Mega Camp. It is not. Just kidding. Also, we will be the training for how to use estimated proceeds worksheets in your listing presentations and to motivate your sellers is going to be on Thursday at 10 a.m. Are you still beverage with the brokering?
Yep, Friday, absolutely. Bring me scotch, we'll have a beverage.
Excellent. Okay, guys, and then agent tour, we do have those today. We have a digital copy if you need them, because it sounds like he's done grinding coffee or fixing the printer, but in case, so. Excellent. Thank you so much for coming. You guys, we're gonna kick off. He's gonna roll right into Mega Camp's panel. So Gary Keller is going to be interviewing Mega agents on a panel 10 to 1 here in the training room, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming, guys.